I think we're on. All right. Whew.
Okay. I think we're good. Oh yeah, I just got the alert on my other account.
Wait, I can't hear you though. This is.
You can't hear me?
Oh yeah, I could hear you.
Oh, okay. I was like, I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
So I, not to join the chat, but or not to join this, but you're looking down at me. You gotta look at
I
your.
know.
Oh, hi. There you go.
It's because my
So,
camera. I'm looking at the thing. Hello, KB.
hey KB, I can't see any of that unfortunately, so you'll have to show me
You
comments.
can't. Oh, you're on
No,
your phone.
yeah, I'm on my phone. But I sent it to Maria and Kara because I figured we'd talk a little bit about hello, how's that? About the cruise. So
Right
they
on.
could at least chat in the comments. Hey,
Lori,
Lori.
Adventuresome RN. How are you?
Love it, love it.
Excuse me.
Just need to forward it to Kara really quick.
Marisol Rivera, thank you for joining us. I saw you on TikTok, right?
Ooh.
I'm trying to see here. Okay, so look, I'm testing something out. I can share my screen. Uh, hold on, I gotta add this. Sorry, I should have did this earlier.
Still testing. No, just kidding.
May not be able to. Okay.
Sorry guys, we're this is our first time doing it apart. We decided to do it apart this time because I'm selfish and I like my own screen. Um, no, actually, it's because we were sweating on each other. It was so hot. Not last week, because last week we did it with the girls on the when we were on the reflection. We did it on the balcony, but the night or the time before that, I was like, "Whew, this is warm. This is warm." So we're actually in separate rooms. I'm in my office. He is in his studio nook, which is also why our lighting looks so different because we're nowhere near each other, which is better for sound, anyways. So. Uh,
Give me 1 second. I am.
Might come down a little bit. Ooh, wrong distance. Oh,
okay, let me see. I think this is what I want to do. Let me get it together here.
You got this. I believe in you. Oh.
Can y'all see that?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I'm not going to be looking at the camera. I'm going to be looking at this. So ignore. I was going to kind of. Oh, it's still okay. That's cool. You can select which browser you want it to see. So I'm logged into this, unfortunately, but. So basically, what we're going to be talking about tonight is, first off, hello, and welcome in everybody. Before I get to that, let me make sure there's no comments. Lori, excited to catch you guys here. Awesome, thank you for coming in. And yes, from TikTok. Okay.
Perfect.
Well, so what I wanted to talk to you about, the title of this is the new honest pricing that's launching Monday, July 1st for almost, I think, all the cruise brands in the United States. So now when you go and search for a cruise, you're going to have the upfront, the total price minus the gratuities, but everything's going to be on that first page. So you don't have to go through and mock book it to get the true price. It's going to help all the TAs out there. It's going to help yourselves if you're booking your own stuff. So you don't got to waste a lot of time. You can get your budget together, which is great. And this is actually because of the California law, the honest pricing law, I believe is what it's called, but it's rolling out nationwide for cruise brands. And a lot of them are getting ahead of this wave, the cruise brands. I got an email today, which probably KB, anybody who sells with celebrity, you got it too, saying that they're announcing this new way July 1st. And I'm like, okay, it's also a new law that's coming into effect. So I find that kind of funny. But I figured I would share the screen and kind of explain it if nobody understands what I'm talking about. Hey, Destination Fun, how are you? Welcome in.
Hey guys.
And Brittany's here too to give her input. Are you below me in your screen?
Yes, I am below you.
Okay, hey, that's fine.
Hey.
So I'm gonna go back to the screen and I'm gonna talk about what right now. So hopefully y'all aren't seeing a lot of stuff here. I have no idea. So I'm a Royal Caribbean, and sorry for bouncing around like that. My mouse is not in its normal location and it's not real happy. But look, Star of the Seas comes up. So see this price right here? I'm going to highlight it. Can y'all see that? Oh, it already went into that. But that $15.39 per person on October 12th, that's an interior room. That's not the true price. So that's what's changing Monday. This is the per person, just like the ticket price, just like when you buy an airplane ticket. This is the ticket fare only. This is the fare only. No taxes or port fees. So when I click this and I'm like, okay, I want to proceed. Let's go ahead and book this. Continue. $15.39 a person. Ooh, that's kind of high. But okay, so we're now looking here. It's saying right now, estimated room total for 2 guests is $3,403.02, which that's not the real price. They've got savings right now. There's all that. Ignore all that. So this is all going to be changing. So if we look at this on Monday, this should be a different price. This should be higher, about $200 higher. I'm estimating about 150, something like that. So let's hit continue, and we just need 1 room, 2 adults, and right now let's just pick the basic, the cheapest thing we can get. So right now, once you're in this screen, once you click this, it's going to show you the true price, usually, I think. So you click this, and now it's going to show you the true total, which is now jumped. If you look here, here we go. So view pricing by guests. So before it was saying 1,500, right? Well, it's got these savings in here, but the actual true price, oh, they've got a discount with these promotions. Anyway, so you basically it's higher with these taxes here, right here, taxes and fees. So per person, this total here was not showing up the 162.51 in that original 1,500 and change. So starting Monday, these taxes will be tacked onto that initial page right here in the front. It's not really big news. It's not as big as I feel like it is, but I think it's big news. There's already cruise brands doing this. Viking Cruise Lines, Explora Journeys is doing this, and I think Virgin is somewhat doing this, and so is Disney already. So now Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and Carnival are going to be catching up. So this should actually say like 1,680 or whatever, $1,700, not 1,539. The prices aren't increasing. That's a common kind of misconception that people are rolling with. I've seen YouTube videos and TikToks already telling people to buy cruises July 1st or before July 1st. The prices are going up. That's not true. They're just showing all the back end fees are going to be all included now right on this page. So it's going to be honest, transparent pricing, which I think we all deserve. And I would love for the automobile industry to catch up with this. But let me go back and let me take this off because I think we're pretty much done.
Shout
with
out
this.
Tesla.
Yeah, actually, shout out. Right. You want to explain that while I try to figure this out?
Tesla?
Yeah, like why you shot him out. Let me
Oh yeah. I never wanted a Tesla. I was like, gross. I don't want one. I don't want to be on that bandwagon. He did, and we went to a Kia dealership and got basically I think a few people have heard the story, but like got swindled into driving 2 hours to go to a dealership, and it ended up being 10 grand more than what they said it was going to be. And I was like, well, up yours. We're not doing that. So he was like, he told the guy at the dealership, he's like, I can buy a Tesla for the same price that you're telling me I can buy this Kia Sportage. And even I was like, you can? Sure enough, we were driving away. I said, if you can do it, do it. Call Tesla right now. Let me see what it is. And sure as shit, you could buy a Tesla for the price of this Kia Sportage. And I mean, all of the taxes were accounted for, all of the what's it called? There were no real like dealer fees or any kind of weird markups or anything like that. It was just transparent pricing. And so the only thing that ended up being more that wasn't Tesla's deal is just your title and all that kind of stuff. But they had calculated taxes, all that fun stuff. So I would love to see everybody have transparent pricing. Right. But that's kind of my question. So did this come about? Because I actually don't know a whole lot about this. He sent me the article. I didn't read it. So sorry, I didn't do my homework. But is this happening because so this is only happening in California, but the cruise lines are deciding to do it across the board just to keep
I feel like they're having to do this in California, the cruise brand. So I think they're just doing it. wide. Just well, we might as well just do it everywhere. I think it's going to initially, it may cause price drops because now we're going to look and have more sticker shock. Like new
So that's
cruise.
what I was gonna ask your opinion. Do you think that this is gonna cause? So right now, my Carnival stock is doing well. I'm up like $3 a share. I'm pretty happy. Life's great. Do you feel like because of the transparent, like we're used to, right? Like people who cruise all the time who aren't new to
Right.
cruising, you see that money, that price on the website, and you're like, yeah, okay. And let's get to the end page, and then we know what we're really paying here. But do you think it? But that's actually a good point. So you're thinking prices will go down to compensate for the sticker price shock, and then eventually they'll come back up again?
I think initially they're not going to be down like the first week or month maybe, but then I think they're going to cut because they're going to be so much closer. I think maybe not. I could be wrong. They're going to be the same price, but everyone's just going to be like $200 higher per person is what I'm assuming, roughly 150, 100, something like that. But I think it's going to cause them to offer more and more of a cut deal. Like maybe they might even do like what some other companies have done, like all July long, book cruises with no port fees. Do something like that. I have a feeling because if you think about that, like we always expected to pay that, and now that it's up there, I think we're going to scrutinize the pricing more. We're going to be like, no, that's a lot of money because we know that's the price. There's no like it's they used to do it like me, like the way I price things. Like okay, the total price 1590, but it's really 13. It's $1,300 a person, and then when you would investigate, you're like, no, it's 15,900 a person or whatever, 1590
Yeah.
a person. And I think it. I don't know. I think I'm not really saying anything now at this point, but it's going to be interesting to see. And July 1st is a pivotal time to do that. It's like it's middle of summer pretty much for all students. If am I wrong? I have no idea anymore. I feel like it is, and that's like it's middle of hurricane season. Not really, but it is. There's a lot going on in the cruise lines in July. Like a lot of things happen. New ships are coming out. Utopia's coming out, and so it's going to be interesting to see if this has any kind of effects with that, or it affects any of the momentum they have going already. I'm sure it's a lot to do, and I bet there's going to be glitches. You know how some cruise lines, Royal Caribbean, will have glitches in pricing, Carnival in pricing. Maybe something's going to happen, and one day the port fees aren't on there. Will they honor it? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you, Destination Fund. Oh, KB, thank you for the super chat
Maybe. Oh,
or sticker.
thank
I'm very
you.
happy about this honesty pricing. Also, drink packages on Royal are ridiculous. Okay, that's my 2 cents.
KB, by the way, we did we'll talk about it in a little bit, but we gambled your money last week.
Oh, I told her. I think I told you.
Oh, you did? Okay, I wasn't sure.
Maybe I didn't do it as best as you did, but we all got to take a little hit of it. It
Yeah.
blessed us. And yeah, I
Well,
told her.
Maria wasn't there.
Kara was there.
Yeah, Kara was there.
Kara got the bonus round, which was cool.
Kara had fun. She was having a good time on that $20.
Yeah, I think we created some gamblers now.
Yeah, for sure.
That's exciting. It is Destination Fun. I don't think it's bad. It can't be bad. If anything, I think it's going to be easier to communicate with people in our lives that don't cruise a lot like we do. All of us know about cruising, and we know immediately, okay, that's not the price, Aunt Sherry, or not you, but Aunt Cindy, $299 a person. So go all the way. Now they're gonna, you can get a ballpark figure really quick, and you can have your cousins look at it. You can, and it's going to be easier to get groups together. I think there's not going to be this shock value. Okay, we need your credit card. By the way, it's additional $200 per person, and you're like, what? I've got 5 people. Like that, that kind of stuff used to make a lot of people upset. The travel agents. Anyway, y'all know it.
I'm switching my camera really quick.
Welcome in, Carrie, and I'm going to catch up with the comments. And if you want to say anything, Brittany, go ahead. Hey, Jaden, how are you? Lori A, I think it's great. I agree with you. Adventuresome RN. Celebrities' website is a pain trying to figure out the total when they have. So yeah, I agree with you. And I got an email from them today. They're trying to act like it's not. Well, I guess it's not a law in Florida, but they're just doing it nationwide because it's a law in California that's taking in effect July 1st. And I'm hoping for it's for all businesses, not just cruise lines, but they're just rolling it out I guess because one brand decided to do it, the other ones are now doing it. I don't know. Interesting.
I think it's smart because I know that you get, at least for me, I used to get frustrated when I would get to the end of the page and I'd be like, hey, Bobo, I know tap dancing class is now, but if you could go sit down. Come here. Come here. Hold on. Bobo wants to
Especially
sit
when we were trying to organize family
down.
trips, and then like everybody has a budget, and we used to. I used to like I never would tell people that because I figured they could come up with that extra money. And then there's gratuities that aren't included in this, of course, prepaid
Yeah.
gratuities, but that's usually less than the port fees usually. And I still think that's fine to leave because that's optional at the point of sale still. I do think that should just be all lumped in to the cruise fare.
Yeah.
I'm one of those believers, so you can't opt out of it and be shisty like some people do. Look at Bobo. Bobo,
He
you're
heard you and looked at you. That
Bobo.
was so cute.
Bobo, come on.
He's looking at
Bobo,
you.
come here. I'm over here. Bobo. Oh, okay.
Is that Daddy?
Uh-oh.
Is that Daddy?
I'm cruising on casino offers for a while. Us too, absolutely.
What's that TikTok sound? Whose goddamn white baby is that? Sorry, Bobo. What's funny is
hi, Bobo.
Huh?
KB said hi, Bobo.
Oh. Say his name again.
Bobo. Hey, buddy, Bobo. Come here, Bobo. You want to go night-night? You want to go night-night?
Don't do that. That's me.
He loves to go night-night. That's his favorite thing. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you for joining. No, I guess we'll keep talking. So anything you want to discuss here? I can read
I think we should just maybe recap how the cruise went.
Yeah, we can do that.
It was a good time. We had fun. Last time you guys saw us on this live, we were on a balcony.
Oh yeah, last Friday.
Balcony had some shenanigans occur on it, apparently, which ended up going viral for you.
Yeah, it sure did. I was shocked by that.
How many videos or how many views are you at now?
I think it's almost to 700K. Almost to 700K, and I'll take that. That's on TikTok, guys. Those of you who don't follow me on TikTok, and I do have it on YouTube, but it's not doing as good. I think 200 people have seen it, and anyway. Those of you who have been watching us on the cruise, my glasses are so dirty, and I apologize. I'm not ready. We're never going to be ready for this. I don't think ever. At least we were on time, kind of. I think we were a little late, but. Yeah, I was shocked by that. It gave me hope. I always have hope though. I guess it just reassured me that it's good to make content. Everybody, if you're comfortable, you should be making content. You never know when it's going to take off. Don't get discouraged. Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, do something you like to do, and that's I think why that one worked because that's pretty much my reaction to it. What I filmed, I did have to like. Be a little bit drama for the camera because I did this the day before. I went through all these emotions, and then I did go out there fresh after getting back on the ship in Coco Cay, and I went to sit down out there while my sister was getting ready in the restroom. I said, "Well, I'll just go outside," and I was thinking, "Should I go live?" And I'm like, "No." And then I looked down, I'm like, "Oh." So I said, "You know what? I'm making a TikTok." So it just brought back those memories of the day before.
Well, it was funny. Definitely funny. Your part 2 is doing well. Part 3 not so well, but that's
part 3 is kind of shade. I was throwing shade at somebody, Mr. OSHA, throwing negativity.
Yeah, he started it.
But it's doing pretty good for my normal range. Like it's over 1,000. I'll take it.
Yeah. No, that's great.
And I just did it. I gave him a lot of attention, which is what he didn't want. I don't think.
Maybe. But no, the cruise was really great. We had so much fun. For those of you who don't know, we were just recently on the Celebrity Reflection. We did a proper back-to-back. So we did a 4-night and then a 3-night. For the 3-night, we went with my mom and stepdad. And then for the 4-night, we went with my sister-in-law, Kellman's sister, and then same person. And then Maria, my best friend from high school. And we had a blast. We had a really good time.
It was fun.
Yeah, my parents had been on probably like 5 or 6 cruises. We just discovered, we didn't realize this, but Kara and Maria had only ever been on, at that point, 1 cruise. This was their 2nd cruise. For Maria, it was her 2nd cruise with us. So both cruises we were with her on. And then for Kara, she had gone on one like 10 years ago. And both of them were on Carnival cruises. So this was their first celebrity cruise, and I think they liked it. I think they enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good cruise. It definitely is. If you're going into celebrity with a certain expectation of like the normal celebrity, throw it out the window.
Yeah.
You're going into a shorter cruise. And it's not necessarily like a party cruise, but it's definitely a little bit more high energy than your typical average demographic of 70. It definitely was a lot of younger people, and so just know that going into the shorter celebrities that they're still a really great time. The food is still amazing, but you do get more of a high energy vibe, and so we had a really good time. We karaoke'd. We went to Coco Cay, which was amazing. We had the drink package, which was scary. It was a good time. I think we hit up that martini bar. We must have drank at least half of the offered martinis, and that's a lot.
I think we went through all, like, anyone that looked really special, like, that we haven't tried. Like, the lychee, again, is my favorite. I took a sip of that, and I'm like, this is mine. Because we were sharing. We were like, try that one. And I'm like, this one's mine.
Yeah, mine was the snowflake. That was definitely my favorite.
I did not care for that one. I felt like that was like, first of all, I'm not. When you ever, okay, Destination Fun, KB, who else is in here? We're going to have to get one of those, or we'll get one, or you all get it. I'm not getting it. And just look at what it looks like. First of all, that's all I'm gonna say. And it's really sweet, but it's like strong also. Usually sweet drinks aren't like like it was flammable, and it was good. It's worth the money. But it was strong and like really sweet and very like it felt like icing almost with alcohol. Am I wrong? Is that what it was? Kind of like vanilla icing?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a milk martini. I saw something interesting actually because I was trying to pull together like kind of a Ryan Trahan type video. For those of you who don't know who that is,
Yeah.
He's a younger YouTuber who does these really funny.
I like him.
YouTube. Yeah, he does these really funny YouTube videos where he actually goes in and he finds the worst reviews of different things. So he'll find like the worst review of a water park or the worst review of a hotel. He'll go and he'll pick out like 3 or 4, and then he kind of debunks them, and he just does it in a really funny way. But I pulled inspiration from that, or I'm pulling inspiration from that, and I started to look at the reviews of Celebrity Reflection. And there's some really good ones. They're really funny. Kind of, if any of you are a part of the group Entitlement of the Seas on Facebook, I think they might have a TikTok now. If they don't, they should. It's really funny. But side note, while I was looking at one of those, somebody made a really good point because there was an inconsistency I felt in particularly the snowflake. I was like, why did the first one taste like this and the second one taste a little bit different, which is the one you got that tastes like rocket fuel. And somebody pointed out in the comment section, if you are at the ice bar or you're at the whatever it's called, the martini bar, which is the bar where everything's like really cold and icy, the people who are behind that bar, if you're bellied up to that bar, they're making your drinks. But if you are in any other part of the lounge in that area, those people are not making your drinks. If you notice, the waiters are actually going into a back room and getting your drinks. And I was like, oh, so it's different people making the drinks. I don't know if it's different ingredients or if it's different whatever, but it definitely made sense because I'm like, why does nobody else like this drink and I really like it? And then you guys were complaining about it, and then I drank it and I was like, oh, this one does taste kind of
okay, maybe I will like it then. I didn't know that.
So I almost kind of want to test that theory next time that we're on, and we should get 2 of the same drink, one from the bar, one from a waiter, and see how they taste and if they're different or if it's just now in my brain because one person made
I love that idea. We could totally do that. Because that makes sense now. Because you're right. I've seen them in the casino. They don't go to the casino bar. They go in that room.
Yeah, they go to the back room.
Like, what's going on back there? Or pictures.
So there must be people
some guy smoking back there is what I thought. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But I found that really interesting, and I was like, oh yeah, people are so observant. Like I just never noticed that stuff.
We did make a few coins, KB, in Destination Fun. Sorry, I didn't talk about your comment, but we've been talking about our cruise, and thank you for prompting us for that too, because we had a great time, Mary. So I don't have enough people on TikTok to do a live. keep trying and come in my live and just say hey, and I'll try to shout you out. Not that I can bless you that much, but just keep trying. Do a follow train. Just go on the TikTok, type follow train, and just it tells you what to do. Do it till you can get to that number, and then once you can go live, you're going to get followers. You might have to show your face or show something interesting. People love to see a face talking. It's just what it is. I don't know why. I tried it without my face, and I have one person in there sometime. Destination fun. I figured it'd be more of a party cruise, being a long weekend. Than absolutely 100. But actually, I don't mind that.
No, I don't mind it either. A lot more kids. I wasn't prepared for that. I don't find that enjoyable because I'll be completely honest with you. Celebrity's not built for kids, right?
No.
Like when you go on Royal or you go on Carnival, there's dedicated areas for the kids. And for this particular cruise, like the adult area, the what's it called? I keep wanting to call it a lanai. I'm like, the Serenity Air. Well, no. Oh my God, guys. The solarium. In the solarium area, I mean, age meant nothing. Like it did not matter. Like there were always younger kids in the solarium area, which fine, whatever. Again, it's a party cruise. It's not a huge deal. But
it's only
you just have to kind of know that.
Up too. 16 and up. So 16-year-olds can go in there.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, and celebrity, and then they have family hours from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., which is when dinner time starts. So that's kind of weird, and I guess I agree with that time frame because that means there's not going to be little kids in there during the middle of the day when you want to enjoy it.
I don't know why there has to be kids in there. I don't get the family hour thing.
Maybe if the weather's bad or they want some time without the sun. I was thinking that too. I'm like, there's not enough kids to prompt that, I don't think. But maybe mom and dad just want to chill out in that nice pool inside in the AC. So.
Yeah, I didn't realize till Maria and I were laying down. We were both sound asleep, laying on just super comfortable chairs. And all of a sudden, I heard the screech from hell. I'm like, what the? And it like startled me. Maria, being a mom, like did not wake up. And I'm like, God. And I look up and there's just this kid like screaming. And I'm like, and I forgot about the family hours thing. And I'm like, ugh.
Family hours. So let's
Which I like kids. I just don't like kids where I don't expect kids. So I'm just like, ugh, this is rough.
Yeah, I'm like that. Like I love the kids. I don't like the parents of the kids that are allowed to just, I get it. Kids are going to scream and shriek here and there. That's normal. But when it's like repetitive, like knocking things on a table, boom, boom, boom. And like,
there was a kid at every dinner. It was like clockwork. Yeah. He started screaming like poor clockwork. Guy. And I'm like, why do you bring him? He does not like this kind of diet. Take him to the buffet.
We didn't act like that when we grew up. We got one of these, and I'm gonna be quiet for dinner from now on. That's I'm not saying anything, but
I used to get one of these. Or grab the back of the neck. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna.
Or a little pinch. Okay, if you want more, keep talking.
Slap on the thigh. I'm like, oh God, it's coming. But
you
no.
See Marisol's question there.
Have we ever done? Sorry, so I'm on my back camera. I can't see it in real time, so my computer is slightly delayed. Have you guys ever done Virgin? No, we have not done Virgin. We want to do Virgin. We clearly are the demographic for Virgin.
Yeah.
Enjoying
childhood. Anybody who wants to have a good time or a relaxing time.
Yeah. No, we haven't, but I've heard really great things. I think Virgin needs to come off it a little bit. It is so expensive. Like it's up there like Disney prices. And I'm like, and I know it'll probably be worth it. And I think that's what scares me the most is I'm going to go on it. I'm going to love it. I'm not going to be able to afford it. And then I'm going to be like, ugh, I just don't want it to ruin cruising for me.
We need to email them what you said, that tip. What was your tip about that with the casino?
Yeah, so I was trying to figure out how to get on Virgin because I'm like, there's got to be a way with these casino offers. So if you, no guarantees, but if you have a certain status within any casino, a lot of them will status match. And when they status match, usually they'll also give you a free cruise, just like as a try it out type thing. So we're going to reach out to them probably at the beginning of next year when we have more opportunity to cruise. Right now, it would be a waste on us to try to do it right now because we wouldn't be able to do it. But beginning of next year, I'm going to try to get on Virgin.
My birthday's coming up.
I mean, let's go.
I say we reach out now and then again. Sorry, that's my chair in early next year.
Yeah. If you
quick
want
getaway.
to.
Oh, look, Maria's here.
Maria, how do you know? Oh, I can't see. Dang it.
Can you read that? The lychee martini is really good. I was surprised, but yes, Maria, we're gonna
Yeah,
have
so
to
Maria
get.
is who was on
I
the cruise.
stole that from her actually. I
Yeah.
think you ordered it, but I'm like, I want this one because we had like a medley, and I'm like, no, I want this one, and
Yeah,
I
we had
love.
like flights. We had made our own flight of martinis.
So Maria was on the cruise with us, so she doesn't mind me saying that, but she was one of our parties on the back end of the cruise, and I think we had a great time. It was fun. Like we keep thinking
Yeah.
about it. It was fun. We got to do it more often.
For
Definitely.
sure. Maria, how did you like the cruise? Any tips or tricks for anybody? Anything you want to say while you're in? I forgot to tell Maria and Kara that we were doing this tonight, and so thank you, Maria, for jumping on. I
Thank
sent
you.
her a link like 2 minutes before the show.
I forgot to also. I should have. I should have actually invited y'all on. You were on
Yeah.
last week on the show. Destination Fun. We just got our celebrity move up today. I'm trying to decide if we should bump our room up. Doubt we will be in the room. I think if you can afford it, we always do the minimum bid on like three. Like if we're not in a veranda room, we try to get the infinite veranda. I always do it. We rarely get it. We got it once, so I'd say do close to minimum, and if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Like it seems like you're not too pressed about it, kind of like we just you're not going to be in there, and it's going to be so short. You're talking on reflection, right? That's nice that you got that, and I think you can do it anytime too. If you just go to their main page and you go to manage my reservation, go to move up, and then I'm not sure if you can anytime, but usually it allows you if you're
Oh, I
qualified.
thought you had to be specially invited, so you can just
No,
go and.
well, if you book a casino fare, you got to be invited to do it. It seems like.
Oh, I
But
see. I see.
if you bought it outright or whatever, you can just go on. It's weird how they do that. It's not just in your planner. You go just like you're about to log in, go to manage my cruise, and then it should be move up, and then you got to enter your reservation and your surname, and then you can select that. I think anytime up to a certain time frame, and it might not be out for like, if you're more than 6 months out. But I saw that once, and I'm like, look, we did it. We got it on Ascent, our first celebrity, and we got to concierge class, which
That was great.
honestly probably isn't worth the money, but it wasn't much to bid up to it, so we just did it. It did come with some cool perks, like the galley tour was pretty cool, and then we got a bottle of wine, and we missed the lunch, but then they comped us a specialty dining lunch, which was cool.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, that was cool to be able to get that in, to squeeze that in.
Yeah, they gave it. I think that was that paid for the move up right there, that meal. What is the name of the martini bar drink collection? You get 6 different, 3 ounces each. I drink 2. Wait, what?
What?
That's small. Is that when they're doing that big show?
So 32 ounces of martinis. Get it?
Is that the math on that?
If you have 6.
Oh, okay. 18 times 2.
Times
She has
2
sets.
No shame in it.
Is that a hack? How much is that? I don't know the name of that.
Hack right there.
You're gonna have to show us.
3 ounces. That's like a triple shot. So you can
might be using different alcohol. That's a good point. From the martini bar versus the behind the door, which
That's what I'm wondering. They had this, like, I've never seen this before. I also don't frequent bars, but they had vodka on tap. It was literally like
I saw that, but that was a name brand. That was
I don't remember.
Can't remember the name.
There's one of the main brands. Absolutely.
It was a name brand because I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It was in like like you said, like a keg Jägermeister thing.
Yeah, just had no. It was like Southern tea, where you pull the little thing to like, whatever. But no, I actually ended up at that bar multiple times. Like they would go off and do things.
Yeah.
Or they were big on. They wanted to win the drawings and
the raffles, and we didn't hit nothing. We had 4 people. Nothing.
Yeah, and I'm not one of the drawing people. I hate standing in those rooms. There's just body heat everywhere, and like statistically, it's not going to happen for me. So I'm like, y'all go off, have fun. I'd go to the martini bar and I just sip a martini and chill out in the nice cold Arctic weather that they were having. It was great. I loved it.
It's not watered down, so the flight. I will try. Thank you. You're welcome, Marisol. I've had 2 commercials already on your live. Really? They're making money off of us. You think they would say commercial break?
Me too. That's why this is so delayed. There was a commercial and I didn't realize it, so I didn't cancel it fast enough, and so now I'm like severely delayed from what you and I are talking to what's on the screen.
Oh, we're far behind. Solarium. That's right. That's what we were
Really
looking for. We're both bad with names, I think, sometimes. Me especially. I'm staying in the areas that kids can't.
Smart. Me too. I'll be right there with you.
The magic power of the casino.
Even
It
then, I
wasn't
saw a
glass.
little kid walking through the casino. I'm like, sir, grab your child. He
I
is
saw
not
a lady
supposed
with
to
a
be
baby,
here.
and I'm like, "What's happening? Go stand out of there." There's no cigarette smoke, at least. So honestly, I guess it's not
Just
that bad
about
of
to
a
say
place.
that because I remember parents that would bring their kids in when it's smoking. I'm like, please get your children out of here. Like, this place smells
You
disgusting.
might be a redneck. What would
Yeah.
you?
Man, Maria's already down for another trip. Let's go, Maria.
Let's do it. We're going back again Labor Day.
Yeah. Or Maria, if you want to come to September, we're going on Carnival Jubilee. You would love that. And Kara might be going.
Yeah, hopefully Kara can swing it.
That one's in Galveston, though. So we might have to either drive or you might have to get on
You
a
can
plane.
fly your first time.
First time flying.
With us, the tickets aren't that expensive.
No?
Yes, reflect. Okay, on reflection, you got your move up offer.
Oh, I just got another commercial.
You did? I'm sorry.
Dang, y'all, he be making money on this live.
I don't think I'm making money off of that.
Really?
Should we just wait? It should tell you there's a commercial
This
break.
commercial's for the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection. Clearly, the algorithm doesn't know.
Let's all book it.
Yeah, right. Oh,
I will show you guys.
For the
KB's going to walk us right to that martini bar and then to the casino.
Let's go. They're right across from each other, or they're right.
Really cool, yeah.
Down, right? Or
the destination seemed great for families and kids, but the ship didn't seem like it was designed for families and children. In my opinion, I was surprised by how many small. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, well, it is going to.
23 years old, so it's a wait.
No. It's only like 14 years old. 2012.
Sorry, yeah, I'm thinking Summit.
12 years old.
Okay. Well, even then, like Celebrity 12 years ago was not trying to capture this whole family market thing. I will tell you, it's not hard to find a bad review right now on Celebrity, only because all of the older people who have been cruising it are pissed.
That's what that employee told me on the ship. That lady basically said they're getting a lot of complaints from longtime Celebrity cruisers about how basically the trash that's on board. And I'm like, you're talking about me? The weekend people. Oh, that scared me. I'm like, wait, there's somebody in your house.
Yeah.
Be right back eating. All right, KB, chew 20 times before you swallow. Remember, no,
don't get in the pool. 30 minutes after.
And no opera singing. That was a nice place, Maria. I agree with you. It was nice chilling out there in that little vibe. Very nice vibe there. Look at Maria with the emoji with the plane. She ready.
Maria ready.
She ready.
But yeah, no, I think Maria had a great time. I had a fun time with Maria. Like it was good.
It was good. I think it was cool that we like could meet up, kind of like if we lived in a big city and like apartments or something across the street. Like, let's meet up. We're going out tonight. We're gonna go watch a show. Then it was kind of fun. Like every night's like going off, like you're off for the weekend. It's cool. I didn't win anything.
That's one thing that I was telling Maria about this, or somebody. I think it was Maria, or maybe it was you. I love the idea of cruising because, like, for instance, I needed to go back to. We were in between karaoke and the club. And I was like, I haven't taken a shower. I need to go take a shower. Ugh. I just ran down to the room real quick, took a shower, popped right back up to the club. I was like, this is great. You could never do this. Like,
no.
If you were in a city, you'd have to take an Uber, go home. Like, it would be like a 45-minute longer than that for us. Like, it would never happen. Once you get back, you're like, I'm not going back out.
I'm not going back out.
Yeah, but with the cruise thing,
I agree with you.
Yeah, it was great. It was so much fun.
And on Celebrity, if you stay towards the front of the ship, you're closer to all the fun. So the theater, which was nice, we could run right up to our room after a show without having to wait in line. We could just walk up.
We just hit that. We hit that elevator. We'd go down, and we'd be like, 4 rooms over. I was like, this is perfect.
I recommend staying at the front because that way you're not right at the food. If you're like me, you're like, is it worth the walk? No, I'm just going to stay inside. But sometimes that way, at least you're walking to get food and it's not like right above you or below you.
Yeah.
But the front's bad for motion if you're seasick. But I like the front because that's where the fun is. All the nightlife, so to speak. So if you like that, that's where it's at on Celebrity. I
Yeah.
hope you win too. I didn't win really on reflection. I spent a lot of money, but Summit I didn't win either.
Kara and Maria was killing it.
Yeah, she played the
Those
same
low,
money
like
all night.
she was bidding low bids. She wasn't even bidding anything crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, they kept her there. I don't know how many points she ended up getting. I don't know if she got enough to do.
I think if she don't mind me saying, she cashed out at like 60, but she kept going. She would get up to like 100, go back down to 50, keep hitting like it. She never was that. She made good points too with just doing minimum bet on that cat game. 80, I think it was 80 cents or
Yeah.
60
She
cent
played
bet.
all night. Like it was crazy. I
It
was
was
like, good
fun
for
to
her.
watch her once I was out, but we'll have to play that because I think there's 4 of them. We'll have to do a cat competition.
I think there's 3, but yeah, it was a good time. That was a good machine. We had fun with that one.
Mary, so oh my God, you guys are making me book another one like next week. Okay, I love that. That's how we are. We make ourselves book it. We're like, oh, we need to stop though. In a way, we there's nothing unless maybe we need to email Virgin. I really would like to make that happen for my birthday. Can you imagine turning 43 out there with Richard Branson? Is he going to be there? No, probably
Yeah,
not.
he goes on every cruise.
Yeah, he goes and
Somehow,
welcomes all the 42 and what 1 minute olds, or you know what I'm saying, close to 43-year-olds.
yeah. Well, we'll see. We can try. We can try to make it happen. I don't know. We'll see what they got. What's they got to offer. We'll go from there.
We'll have to email that. Let me write that down on my little list here.
The problem is if you do that, you're going to need to get into the casino to build the points. And I heard that Virgin is significantly more difficult to build points with
Oh,
and
really?
to tier up on. Yeah, I don't know how true it is. I was just kind of briefly researching it,
I
but
just
according
want to
to
get in
Reddit,
once. I have a feeling with Virgin, I'm not going to be like you thought maybe you might be. I would love it. Same thing with Celebrity. I'm fine if I love Celebrity, but if we had to pay out of pocket every time, I would prefer just going back to Carnival
yeah.
if it was full price because I love Celebrity, but honestly, for the discount or the cheaper fare, I don't mind the Carnival. I mean, I have just as much fun. I think I just have better food and slightly better service and a better room for sure on Celebrity, except for our room, our last room. Well, it was fine. I got used to it, and it went away. The smell. We had a smell in there, a mystery smell.
Yeah, we had a flood. So,
Oh yeah, you guys had a flood. It was there was a couple things. We flood a lot actually. Now, how many times?
maybe it's
At one
us.
time, that
Maybe it's
toilet just
me
started.
because it's me who always floods. I'm like,
Well, that time, what was it? It was like a couple of cruises ago. We flushed the toilet and it just started overflowing. It wouldn't stop. Luckily, it was just number one, and it was just luckily it didn't leave the bathroom area, but the bathroom was flooded, and we were
well,
like, it
that's
won't
what we.
stop flushing. It just kept shooting water out. We're like, what happened?
Yeah, that one was good. That one was contained. That was a larger bathroom too. That I think that was one of the handicap accessible rooms that they didn't sell. Just to put a little asterisk there so we don't get in trouble for taking handicap accessible rooms. But anyways, that one and then the MSC flooded.
Yeah.
That definitely wasn't us. This last one's flooded. Actually, all 3 times have been because of me. They flooded all 3 times because of me. The bathroom is when I went to the bathroom. The MSC flooding was while I was taking a shower. And this last one, I don't know if it was me or if it's just because I was in the room. So I think I'm a jinx. I'm definitely a jinx. And then your room smelled, which we're pretty sure so that's the other thing you gotta, with these shorter cruises, you're risking is like, people lose their lunch a lot on these cruises, on these smaller cruises, because they are getting that drink package in. Like we went into the, I don't know if you noticed this, but we went into the theater one night and they had it roped off and there was people cleaning up the carpet. And I'm like, oh, no.
They were doing it well though. It was cordoned off,
They were
and
discreet.
during the show they were cleaning it. They weren't like, well, let's wait till. No, they were out there quietly doing their thing in the
Yeah.
dark.
So that's kind of the only bummer is that people go a little too hard on these shorter cruises with these drink packages, and
Hold
that
on,
mixed with.
I'm trying to play you a song.
Right. Are you the monster on the hill?
No, that song. It's me. Hi, I'm the
Oh,
problem.
you're the problem. Yeah.
No, you are with the flooding. Sorry.
Yeah. I wish I wasn't, or I wish I wasn't a part of those because they're disgusting. But I will
That's
tell you
gonna be
this:
you.
I know what the inside of the walls of a cruise ship look like because I've been in so many rooms where there's been issues. So
Yeah, all those panels open up. The whole hallway opens up.
pretty
Like
neat,
they have
actually.
access to all your water without usually coming in the room, which is nice, so they can work on it while you're in the room.
Well, usually they have to get into the drains and clear whatever
That's true.
issue is there.
Mary Soul said that's going to be me on my next one, Virgin Voyage.
Oh, I thought you meant getting sick on in the theater. I was like, not a
Maria
good goal.
said Brittany knows my crazy cat lady soul hooked me up with a cat slot game. Yes.
Yeah, I was sitting in the casino and I was watching Kara play, and I scanned the room and I was like, "That's a cool cat machine." And then I actually had picked a different one for her, but I didn't realize it. I thought they were all the same, and so I picked this cat one that's like had a lot of bling on it because Maria's very blingy, and I was like, "Oh my god, like this is perfect for her." And then I look over and she's actually not on a bling machine. She's on this like I don't know how better to describe it than this like more like gothic cat. It's cartoons, so it's not even that, whatever, but almost like Halloweeny type, but
Oh
same
yeah,
like
yeah, that's true.
style.
There's two versions.
Yeah,
It
same
has to
style
do
of
with
machine or whatever. And she loved that one. And so she's like, no, I want to stay on this one. This one's doing really good. I'm like, mine, I'm like literally
it did
feeding
do
it
good for
20.
her.
Yeah, it did really good for her. So I was happy, but it was perfect. Uh,
Destination Fun said we can't wait to try the Ascent. We have not been on Celebrity's larger ships. Hey, I can't wait to see what you cover on there. We had a great time. We
yeah.
probably didn't film as much as we should have, so there's a lot of missing chunks of stuff out there. And
Well,
for
we
us,
lost footage. We filmed a lot. We lost
yeah,
footage.
we
We
messed
don't
up,
know what
but
happened.
it
We
was an
lost like
amazing time.
it was a great ship. It really was a
Great
great ship.
ship. I felt everything was so new. Our room, like when we walked in that room on my vlog, I think the embarkation day, that was honest reactions because we hadn't walked in yet, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow. I was like, you can see, I think my tongue, I go like I stick my tongue out, and I'm like walking in, pulling luggage, but really beautiful room, and I've never. All our beautiful rooms have been on the Celebrity Edge class. Our interior room on the 10-day Celebrity Beyond voyage we did earlier this year. Probably my favorite room in a weird way, without a balcony, window, anything. It just we were there for 10 days, and it just I loved it. It was spacious, and for an interior room, I was stunned by that
It was
quality.
a great room. Definitely my favorite interior room. I would have to say the Ascent, the Infinite Balcony, in the
Yeah,
right setting is my favorite. I really, really, really want to go on. Which one's out in Alaska right now? I
the
can't remember.
Edge, I believe.
Is Edge out there? Yeah.
I think
So Edge with the Infinite Balcony out in Alaska, like, oh, that's gonna be awesome. So
that's
we'll see.
perfect. I think that's what Lisa's doing in Norway is the Apex. So she's
Oh
gonna
my
have
god.
the yeah, I was like, that's gonna be. I don't know if she has an infinite veranda, but maybe she bid up on it or tried to move up on it. But I said like that's gonna be great. Like we want that in Alaska or like Norway, somewhere where it's cold, where we can leave it down,
Yeah.
or if it's rainy, roll it up and just sit out there because they're like 7 foot wide windows minimum, maybe
They're
8 foot. They
beautiful.
are
And I
wide.
know some people have such a love hate about them. Like you either love them or you hate them. But I don't know. There was something about it that I really did like. It does get hot. That's the only thing. It definitely is more of a European design. Like
For
if we
sure.
had had that in Europe, which I think that one of the ships we were on had a similar design.
Yeah, the World Europa has very
Did it?
similar design to that. They have window room, picture rooms that do that. That will.
Well, we all know that MSC rips off everybody else's stuff.
That's a harsh way of putting it, but definitely they're inspired. You could definitely tell by
Yeah.
Royal Caribbean brands for
I'm
sure,
just saying.
celebrity included.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Which,
kind of made it their own, but it's
yeah.
you have to experience it for yourself to honor it.
No, it's. I think that's the perfect European or cold climate room. I don't think that it works well for. It just gets so hot.
The minute you crack that, the AC cuts off.
It's
It's with
gone,
sensors.
and it sucks
And
out
with the
so
Caribbean,
fast.
we did it in Grand Cayman. It completely cycled our AC out. It was like I was dying in there, and we were just sitting. I'm like, we gotta roll this up, and then it takes
Yeah.
20 minutes for the room to get back to where it's comfortable, or maybe 10.
Yeah.
But that's the
Yeah.
only.
So And I would say that also the issue with it too is even if you don't have the window down, it's still warm because the whole thing is windows, and
That's
there's
true.
not the normal kind of ledge where there's a bit of more of a buffer, and when the sun's not shining in, like it feels like the sun is always shining in.
That's true. It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there, and so it
They
definitely.
do have a nice screen, but that
But it's a diffuser, so you can't see.
And yeah, the French doors that kind of make it a true balcony, and they help with the AC, and you still get natural light, which is nice, but it shrinks the square footage off a little bit. It pinches off some square feet. Destination Fun has a feeling Utopia is going to be just like that. Was that what were we talking about? Probably about we were talking about the craziness. Wait.
Yeah, I am a little bit worried about Utopia, but I think the price point will keep a lot of riffraff.
Oh, with the 3 and 4 day.
Yeah. If that's what we're talking about. I think it'll. I mean, it's not going to not be there. It's going to be there, which is fine. Sometimes I'm part of it. So.
Yeah, I might be one of them.
Yeah, but I think it will keep out a lot more. Yeah.
The price is pretty good on it still for certain sailings. Not so much the one we're on now coming up. Well, actually, I guess maybe I might be the only one going. Are we not talking about that?
No, you can talk about it.
Oh, we're not sure, but I might be the only one.
We're 100% sure. I don't know how many more times.
You never know.
100% sure.
Schedules
I'm
change.
not going on Utopia.
As of now, I'm going to be the only one going end of September.
Yeah.
But we'll be both going on in November.
Yes.
And then again in January next year with our family. So it's going
to be. I think I'm good on Utopia, unless
we're going to be good. I'm going to be all Utopia out.
I'll definitely make it on Utopia eventually.
Mary Soul said, so what or when will recommend to get a balcony versus interior room? Basically for us, for me, it's pricing. That's the only thing. If it's only like $100 more, sometimes that's all it is per person. We'll get a balcony. Or if we get a lot of offers with casinos. So if we don't get a balcony, we'll ask while we're booking with Celebrity and Royal. When you call them, sometimes it's only $100 per person or total to upgrade to a balcony, a veranda room. Whereas on Carnival, it's not. You don't get that option. You have to wait for the opportunity to bid on an upgrade or to pay and get an upgrade. But if you're paying out of pocket, I honestly just go with my budget, and that's basically it. If you're on a short cruise, I don't think it's that important to get a balcony, to be honest, because like Destination Fun said, you're going to be in the room to sleep, change, use the restroom, shower, whatever you're going to do in there, and then there's not much else to do in there besides if you had a balcony. I mean, if that you're going out and hitting that ship for 3 days or the ports, there's a lot to do. You're going to be booked. And if you're in a longer sailing or a very cool bucket list place like Alaska or Europe, maybe shell out for the balcony. That's my opinion. But it's just
up to you. Yeah, I agree. I think that you can go a bit stir crazy on a longer cruise if you're not seeing the outside world, and it doesn't have to be just a balcony. You could get a window. Maria and I had a window on this last sailing, and it was fine. It was great. It's all we needed because honestly, we don't go out on the balcony very much. At least I don't. I'll go out like when we're going into port or like for 5 minutes a day, but I'm not like, oh my God. So as long as I can see the outside, I'm usually okay. But interior, a normal standard interior, not talking about like the one we did on Beyond, because we did do that. That was 10 days and we were fine, but that was a different interior. Like that was just a really nice interior. I think your normal standard interior, you definitely would want to, to upgrade if it's a longer cruise or like, like you said, if it's a bucket list for sure.
Okay. I agree with you 100%. That's how you do
it. And I'm agreeing with you. So you're agreeing with yourself.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
All right, friends, I got to go pick up our pizza. Ooh. Thank you. Great show. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Well, thank you for coming in. We're actually about to jump to. We've only got, about 5 minutes here to wrap things up. So tell us what's coming out on your channel this coming week. What do you got in the works?
I haven't even really gotten started on it, but Sunday we have Cartagena.
Ooh, okay.
Cartagena, Costa Rica. Wait, is that right? No, Punta Arenas.
Oh, okay.
Punta Arenas, Costa Rica. On the Pacific side, right? We came out of the Panama Canal, had a day at sea, and then we went to Punta Arenas. And then after that, next Wednesday will most likely be another couple of days at sea before we get to our last port, Puerto Vallarta, right? I believe. Where we almost missed the cruise ship. Fun fact about us.
Bad choices were made that day. Well, oblivious choices. We didn't know what was going on, which is no excuse, but we didn't. We were very confused.
We'll do better next time.
We'll do better.
We learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah.
Mary Soul, I did an interior on Vista. It was okay, not my favorite, but we're on the Lido deck. That was like, that's good. Because that's
nice.
where all the fun is. You can just walk right out there.
The fun and the food.
The outdoor fun. That's true. Fun and food.
Fun and food.
I mean, I think we sold more interior than anything, right? If we added them up, maybe not.
I don't know. We should go back and look. I honestly don't remember.
Lately, we've had a lot of balconies because of the offers. Celebrity and Royal give you pretty good offers, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
Better than Carnival has. And they're upfront, which is great. When you get on board, you can scan a QR code and see how many points you need to get an instant cruise offer, which you can't do that on Carnival. Nobody knows. It's different for everybody, they said. And that's why I think I've never hit that magic number. And I've thought I would have, but I never have. And it's probably not worth it. Don't say that, but it's very not transparent, which I don't understand that.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. I have a feeling that they'll get more on board with it, but yeah, it's I don't know, but we're gonna have to maybe try again on Carnival in September and see what we can come up with, because we got to switch it up a bit, because we can't keep doing Celebrity. We're gonna run out of Royal ships, so we need to. But then again, there's not a whole lot going on in Celebrity, so maybe we just need to switch brands. Maybe we need to try a different brand for a while.
Yeah, we need to try Princess, Holland America, Disney. Those are what everybody keeps asking about. And Norwegian, everybody keeps asking about Norwegian again. But I'm not interested in Norwegian right now, to be honest.
Which is so crazy, because we should be. Because there are ships that I am interested in. Like, I definitely want to try. I think that I would want to try them on a transatlantic. That's where I think people are having a lot of success with Norwegian, is they're doing. Actually, I just saw that Sean is doing. He just signed up for a Norwegian. I think one of the ships, but he's going Miami to Europe. I stand by. You should go Europe to back to Florida.
That makes sense to me. Fly out there, spend a few days, and then take your time and rest coming back.
Because your ship is going to be nicer. It just got dry docked. Like, I don't want to go on a ship that's going.
They don't always dry dock, but usually Carnival, and I think the older ships for sure. They're not like 2 years old. Because the Cent just went over there and it's coming back, I think, soon. But
well, it went over for Europe, right? Like, it was doing a European.
It does like Europe, I think, in the summer.
Oh, okay.
I think it's coming back.
Yeah,
but definitely she's right though, because that's what happened with the one we were looking at, the Norwegian Sun, was it?
Yeah.
It had just gotten dry docked, and it was coming back with new paint, new amenities, some places. So definitely, that's a good point when you're researching. See when the next dry dock date is, and make sure if you can, get on the one coming back. Plus, I think the airfare is cheaper. Maybe not though. Flying one way there versus flying one way back.
Yeah, probably. All right. Well, we have hit our 1 hour. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming in and being a part of this. We really appreciate you guys. If you have not already, please go in. So I'm sure you have at this point if you're in this live. But you can subscribe to Kellman's TikTok. To YouTube, which is Kellman Explores. He has TikTok, which is Kellman Explores as well. He also has a backup account if you haven't hit up that account. Welcome to Maria to TikTok. You will now be hooked. Congratulations, Maria just got a TikTok account. If you have not already, I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel. It's Nautical Wonders. We're actually going to be switching it up a bit. We're actually going to make this a community channel. We're going to have a channel for Kellman and then a channel for me. So we're going to have 3 channels. I just spent $300 on my software editing program, which I was like, so now I really have to commit to myself to make videos. But
which software?
Final Cut Pro.
Okay.
My trial was over, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to buy it. But I was like, I have to buy it, so I bought it. Whew, it was a hard $300, but here we are. Hopefully, I'll make it back. We'll see. But yeah, I'll let you finish up since it's your show.
No, that's it. I was gonna say make sure you follow Nautical Wanderers, and we are Nautical Wanderers. And like she said, I think you're gonna rebrand your channel to just say what, Brittany? Something. We'll have to think
I
about
think
it.
I'll leave this channel and then start a new channel, but yeah, we'll see.
Okay. And then we'll post the podcast. I've been putting it on my channel, but maybe we should put it on Nautical Wanderers.
Maybe. See how it
Yeah.
does.
We'll go for it.
I gotta
That's
get
what
this
we're
channel
kind of doing.
monetized, and then we can do that.
Guys, thank you again for watching. It's over an hour now, so we're going to end this so it's not too long and chunky on the internet there. Thank you again for tuning in live and the comments. And let's see here. We got one special person to thank again. KB, Aaron
Thank you,
Bird.
Katie. You're
Thank
so
you so
sweet.
much for your super sticker chat. We really appreciate that. Those go a long way to making Kelman very happy. So we appreciate that. Yeah, that's going right. That's going to go right to the slot machine, maybe. Okay, guys, have a great night doing whatever you want to do tonight within limits, of course. And have a great day tomorrow if you have to work, or if not, enjoy your day. And thanks again. We'll see you next Friday here. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye.